Hello, welcome to Home Connect Bulletin. In this video, we will learn how to check port negotiation. Now we will understand the ideal working condition of old RMDU. You can see here in old RMDU, the power LED will be solid white and the uplink LED will be solid green and customer LED will be solid green. So this is the ideal working condition of our old RMDU. Now we will understand the issues and the actions by JFE. The first issue is if the uplink port LED is orange or red. In such type of issues, the JFE will first test the cable coming from ODU using an Ethernet cable tester. Then, if the connectorization is incorrect, replace the RJ45 connector at both the ODU and RMDU end. And the third, if the issue persists, replace the cable as well. Now we will understand the second type of issue. If the customer port LED is orange or red. In such type of scenario, the JFE will first test the cable coming from PoE in different port. If the issue not resolved, replace the RJ45 connector at the RMDU end. If the problem continues, replace the RJ45 connector on the PoE. If the issue still persists, the JFE will replace the cable as well. Now the third issue, if LED is not glowing on the RMDU. In such type of scenario, the JFE will test with a pre-crimped cable and if the problem is not resolved, will replace the RMDU. Now we will understand the ideal working condition of new RMDU. In new RMDU, the system LED will be solid green and the uplink port LED and the customer port LED both will be blinking. So this is the ideal working condition for RMDU. Now we will understand the issue and the action by JFE in new RMDU. The issue is the stable red LED on the new RMDU which indicates the system is booting up. In such type of cases, what will be the action by JFE? The JFE will wait 15 seconds for the LED to turn solid green. If the LED does not turn green, the JFE will check the crimping using an Ethernet cable tester. If the crimping is faulty, re-crimp the RJ45 connectors at the home gateway and RMDU ends. If unresolved, try a spare Ethernet cable. If still unresolved, plug the Ethernet cable into a different downlink port. If that doesn't work, test with a spare PoE. If the problem persists, test with a spare RMDU. If the spare RMDU shows a green light, replace the original RMDU. If the RMDU is not physically installed, contact THD directly to check port negotiation. Now we will recap what we learned. So in this video, you learned the ideal working condition of old RMDU in which the power LED is solid white, customer port LED solid green and the uplink port LED also solid green. We also learn the steps to check port negotiation. If the uplink port LED is orange or red, in such type of cases, we will check or replace the Ethernet cable coming from ODU or we will replace the RJ45 connector at one or both ends. The second issue, if the customer port LED is orange or red. In such type of cases, we will check or replace the Ethernet cable coming from PoE or we will replace the RJ45 connector at one or at both ends. The third type of case where the LED is not glowing on the RMDU. In such type of cases, we will test the RMDU with a pre-crimped cable. If the issue is still persists, then we'll replace the RMDU. Remember, Follow the steps one at a time. Only move to the next if the previous one doesn't resolve the problem. We also learned the ideal working condition for new RMDU, where system LED will be solid green and customer port LED and uplink port LED both will be green blinking in ideal working condition. We also learned the steps to check port negotiation in new RMDU. If system LED is red, the JFE will wait for 15 seconds for the LED to turn solid green. If the LED does not turn green, the engineer will check crimping, try spare Ethernet cable or PoE or RMDU or test Ethernet cable in different downlink port. Remember, follow the steps one at a time. Only move to the next if the previous one doesn't resolve the problem. Thank you.